Welcome back, YouTube. We are here coming at you guys with two spots on today's slate. It is about 6 in the morning this morning. Coming at you guys. Got some stuff this afternoon and this early afternoon. So got to make sure we get these plays out for you guys. Coming off a sweep, Wright State make us sweat a little bit. Over 164.5 at minus 112 and get a 165. Should have been way over that with the first half that we saw in Wright State. And we got another sweaty one. We got on the right side of the sweat this time. Arizona team total over 88.5 at minus 114. It did close 89.5. You cash on that too. So either way, hopefully you tailed and made some money here with us. Moves us to 41 and 25. 12 units here. Sorry if I'm a little bit quieter. Obviously, we have other people in the house here. Want to make sure that we don't wake up everybody. I got to get our plays in, though. So, first play, Rice over 156.5, over on FanDuel. Facing off against UTSA. Santa Clara is our second play. And then I'll make sure you guys see Rice because 156.5 right there. All right, let's roll. Rice is facing off against probably one of my favorite over teams in the country, and that is UTSA. UTSA is absolutely dreadful defensively. They rank 13th worst in the country in defensive efficiency. They rank bottom 20 in terms of three-point percentage allowed. They're a top 50 pace team, and they want to run and gun. First game went to 169 total, 17 points in overtime. But an 80 possession game, assume 6-7 possessions in overtime, still 73 possessions is cooking. 36 total free throw attempts. I think we see more here. UTSA has just been an absolute wagon in terms of just fouling teams. And I really like this Rice team because they kind of play to the tempo of their opponent, right? They played to Tulsa's speed, right? The only one that I'm worried about was that Florida Atlantic game. But Florida Atlantic really, they just couldn't make shots, right? It was just really bad shooting percentages. Turnovers were terrible. We're still seeing around a 70 possession game, but UTSA just doesn't have any. Their offenses just get going and get Ivy Curry going and see what happens, right? So if you want to look on those sides, obviously you can look at they're going to slow down with the teams as well. But when we go to this UTSA side, they don't play like that. I don't think they know how. Just looking at some of these games, even in conference, right? 107 to 101 in regulation, 112 to 103 in regulation. They played Tulane, right? 177 points in regulation. These games are fast. They just want to run and gun. Like I said, I don't think they know how to slow down. I don't think they want to slow down. You got a 4-day break again until they play Wichita next. So I really like this side in UTSA. Always close spread. Free throws should be there. UTSA averaging 60 points per game. Do think that the three-point shooting from their top three guys is going to be important. Ivy Curry, we should start seeing his minutes start ticking up here. Shooting 40%, Tucker shooting 35%, Lingard shooting 36%. Expecting some big numbers from UTSA and obviously Rice. They're more split in terms of their scoring. Not anybody really standing out. They don't have like a guy you give the ball to just go crazy on them. The dude I do like is Makai Mason. I think he's going to be a dude here tonight. And obviously Travis Evie is going to be out there as well. So hopefully both of those guys can continue this pace. They're only average 73 points per game. But again, if you're playing UTSA, I give you about a 6 to 7 point jump. Sign me up, Rice over 156.5. All right, guys, we are on to play number 2. And again, this is a team I do like, but I love fading San Diego Toreros, baby. I love fading them. They are absolutely terrible. Their defense sucks. They're facing off tonight against Santa Clara, and they're playing our boy Adama Ball out there in Santa Clara. Carlos Marshall, obviously their top three-point shooter at 45%. Johnny O'Neal at 10 points per game. San Diego is just atrocious defensively. There really is no other way around it. I will fade these guys to oblivion. And we'll do that again today, right? They are a top 40 pace team. Defense sits in the middle at like 212 efficiency here. But man, I like this Santa Clara team. I really do. They just put up 77 points at St. Mary's. We've seen them in these lower level games, which I would assume we would label Pepperdine as one of those. They scored 94 at home in that game, 76 at home against, or 77 at home against Gonzaga, big win. Portland, they scored 101 at home in that game. Now they're facing San Diego at home, who I think is probably the worst defense of the whole group, giving me a very nice price here. I think Santa Clara runs this up. I don't think anyone on San Diego is going to stop Adama Ball. This is going to actually be a pace up spot for Santa Clara, which we love to see. Santa Clara is a top 100 pace team, a top 100 adjusted offense, and they're getting about a 3 or 2 possession boost facing off against San Diego because, again, these teams that are bad, that run, that can't play defense are teams I want to go against, especially on the road, and we're getting both of those today. So Santa Clara team total 85.5, Adama Ball 20 piece coming, Carlos Marshall 5 threes. Give me an SGP, baby. I don't care. I'm rolling with both of those guys heavy tonight. Let's roll. Santa Clara team total 85.5. Rice over 156.5. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. If you could hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And we'll be back on Monday for another round. I haven't looked at Sunday's slate. If it's any good, maybe I'll pop on. So have a good one. Hit that like button. We'll see you on Monday.